Gilio for NJ Sports Now on this Monday, March the 23rd, 2 weeks away from Major League Baseball's opening day when the New York Mets take on the Washington Nationals. It will be the face of the franchise, Bartolo Colon, out there on the mound. Yes, the Mets are not throwing Matt Harvey in game number 1. They're not even throwing him in game number 2. That ball will go to Jacob deGrom. Harvey probably was slid into the number 3 spot in the rotation to start the year, and then you move forward for the home opener. That one, with the turn of the rotation, will go to Jacob deGrom. Once again, not Matt Harvey. And you watch Harvey throughout this spring training, one hiccup a couple starts ago, but he has been electric in his return from Tommy John surgery, hitting 99 on the gun against the Tigers in his opening outing. Yesterday against the Yankees, 5 2/3 of brilliance. Now 9 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings. He's only walked one batter in 14 innings this spring. Harvey has been everything you have hoped for as a Met fan out there, watching his comeback here. The velocity is there. The command, even more important than the velocity, is there. Matt Harvey looks poised and ready to do what he needs to do for the 2015 Mets, which is carry this franchise on his back. Now, look, I understand why the Mets are going to be judicious with his innings. If they could find him a 2 or 3 week break around the All-Star game, so be it. Do it. Do not push him too far his first year back from a full season off from Tommy John surgery. And if the Mets are good enough to make the postseason, which if they're going to be, Harvey's going to have to be a tremendous ace-like level pitcher the way he was in 2013. If they're good enough, then that break in the middle of the season will make a ton of sense because he will be fresh enough and he will be able to go through October and not have any inning restrictions the way a couple years ago Steven Strasburg did for the Washington Nationals. But I don't like the mentality. I don't like the message the Mets are sending early in this season. Harvey has to be the guy for the 2015 Mets. When they lost Zach Wheeler, they lost a pitcher with the ability to go 200 innings this year and be a rotation anchor. Now that that's gone, that moves everyone up a peg. It will thrust guys like Steven Matz. It will thrust guys like Rafael Montero and Noah Syndergaard into the rotation. Inexperience will be in this Mets rotation. Also, age will be there with Colon starting on opening day, and injury concerns, a guy like John Neese. The Mets desperately need, even with the offense that has looked improved in this spring training and a nice addition, and the bat of Michael Kadire has been very, very impressive early on in this spring season. But if the Mets are going to be anything in 2015, more than just a middling 500 team, if they're going to be a team that you look up on Labor Day and you say they really have a chance, they really can make a push for one of these wild card spots, they need Harvey to lead the way. And I don't like the idea of not throwing Harvey out there on opening day because you don't want him to be too amped up. I don't like the idea of not wanting to put him out there because you're afraid he's going to be too amped up to blow the Nationals away, beat Max Scherzer, and get the Mets off on good footing. And I really don't like the idea of not putting him in game number 2 then so he starts the home opener. You know, Mets fans have been so patient here, waiting for Matt Harvey to come back. So patient on this organization that is built around pitching, and really so patient on an organization that has built this whole thing around Matt Harvey. He is the face of the Mets franchise right now. And to not throw him out there on opening day on the home opener, to me, is a slap in the face to Mets fans. And look, I like Jacob deGrom. He's a good pitcher, and he's one that certainly deserved his NL Rookie of the Year award last year. And that's a decent consolation prize if you've been waiting all winter and you've had tickets all winter long to watch Matt Harvey in that home opener. But it is disappointing. And the whole thing the Mets are doing here, it seems like they're dialing back Harvey before he even starts this race. And I wonder when we get to June, we get to July, is he going to be the pitcher out there in a 1-1 game after 5 innings? The Mets say, we need to take the baseball. We need to take your innings away because we need to conserve them. I'm all for being conservative when it comes to injury prevention. I'm all for being smart. But the Mets here are towing a very fine line between trying to be smart with a pitcher that is coming off full year off, coming off a Tommy John surgery, but also trotting him out there as the savior, trotting him out there as the Dark Knight, trotting him out there as the guy that can come in and give an MVP-like performance, a Cy Young-like performance to carry the Mets. The Mets are in a very precarious situation where their future is bright, their present is up in the air, their past was very bleak. Harvey is the one that bridges all those gaps into maybe some great baseball in the coming years. If he is at his best and he's allowed to be a full starting pitcher this year, he is good enough to drag the Mets into contention. But if he's not allowed or the Mets dial him back already, it will be a very disappointing summer around the Mets as you watch Harvey give you 6 strong innings and the bullpen blow it in the 7th. Or Harvey off for 2 weeks in July and the Mets go through a 4-8 skid. The mentality the Mets have, if they want to be a winner, if they want to be a team that can really make a push for the postseason, they need to let Matt Harvey start the ride to carry them in. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports.